everyone, and welcome back to Whimsy Creek Art. Alright, today we're going to do a flip cup and a dirty pour. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this hair serum, this coconut milk hair serum, and we're going to put one drop, just one drop, in each of the paints. And the reason we're going to use this is the very first ingredient here, see if you guys can see that, is dimethicone. Dimethicone is very similar, pretty much the same thing as silicone, and we're going to use this today to see how this works to get our cells in our paint pour. Alright, so today we're going to use Apple Barrel Pink Eraser, the Craft Smart Plum, Folk Art Blue Lullaby, Nicole's Craft Studio Mystical Grape, and Apple Barrel's Bright Magenta. So we're going to use a whole variety of different brands of paint, but pretty much all craft paints. And I'm going to mix those up. 1 part paint to 2 part Floetrol. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mix those up, and we'll just speed through that part with a little bit of music here. Now I have all 5 colors mixed up with 2 parts paint, or 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And I am noticing they are a bit thick, so I'm just taking a little bit of water I have mixed up here, dripped on there, and then I'm mixing that up. And what we're going for is a consistency that just kind of flows off the end of the popsicle stick real well, and it's kind of like a melted ice cream or kind of a warm honey consistency here, and it flows off the end of the popsicle stick real well and ribbons across the top of the paint real well. Alright, so I have all of them mixed up, all 5 colors, and I have them all thinned down to the proper consistency. I only had to put in maybe a half a teaspoon of water in each one. Very little water. Okay, so now I have my coconut milk hair serum, and I just got this at Walmart, but unfortunately I did drop mine. It comes with a little pump top, and I have actually dropped mine, so that's not going to work for me. So what I've got is I've just got one of these little pipette things, and so I'm just going to get a little bit here, and I'm going to put just 1 or 2 drops in each of the colors. With the silicone, I've never used dimethicone, so this is a first time experiment with dimethicone for me. But with silicone, a little bit goes a long way. You really don't want much silicone, so I'm assuming that dimethicone is just the same way. You don't want much, so I put 2 drops in each one. So that's the first time we're using this, and we'll see how that works. All right, now I'm just gonna give this a mix. Not mixing it a ton, but also not leaving it right there on the surface. Getting it mixed up a little bit at least in there. And I did put 2 drops in each of the 5 colors. All right, now we're ready to go. And what we're gonna do is we have here a 5x7 wood plaque and a 6x6 tile. We're gonna go ahead and do a dirty pour on this one and a flip cup on this one. All right, so I'm gonna just start randomly filling up my cups here. We don't need all that much paint. These are 3-ounce cups, probably only a half to 2/3 full of each cup is appropriate amount for this. All right, now I'm gonna go back through the colors just a little bit more. And this one will be for the dirty pour. All right, the cup's about 2/3 of the way full. That's plenty of paint here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dirty pour it randomly across there. Already seeing quite a bit of cell action, so do like that. And dimethicone is very similar to silicone, which I normally use. So all right, so far I'm liking this experiment. It looks very pretty. Nice cell action. Just kind of tilting it to get some of the edges. Checking all the edges, helping it where I need to. All right, just this last edge. Back to the center a bit. Sorry for my reach, just helping it along. All right, now I'm gonna wipe my hands off, grab my torch. I just use a creme brulee torch or a chef's torch. Gonna torch it here, see if that all right, I am seeing a few more cells pop up, especially here through this area. All right, so let's just sit there and see those cells pop up while we work on the next one. So now this one is going to be a flip cup. So about the same amount we're going to need in there. And I will say the coconut hair serum does smell pretty good, so that's one bonus. That's pretty nice. It has a nice coconut scent. I enjoy the smell of coconut, so that's nice. All right, just gonna go one last bit through the 5 colors. Then we'll do a flip cup. All right, and then this one we got about 2/3, little over 2/3, almost 3/4 of a cup there. And these are 3-ounce cups with a 6x6 inch tile. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn that tile over and flip that cup. All right. I am seeing a lot more cells pop up through here. Very pretty. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I do not lift my cup straight up. I kind of tilt it and let it pour out. So let's do that. All right, an explosion of cells there. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's see if we can tilt this guy and not lose a ton of those. Just letting the last little bit of paint come out here. All right. I'm just helping it to the corner, back to the center, to the next one. Next corner, back to the center, and just helping it along each of the... All right. I'm gonna bring it back to the center a bit. All right, lovely, lovely. I'm really liking the lacing we have going on and some nice big large cells. All right, I would say the coconut milk hair serum, and what you're gonna, there is a couple of different kinds that look very similar. So this is the nourishing coconut milk. What you're gonna wanna look for is you're gonna wanna look for that first ingredient being dimethicone. That's what you're looking for. All right, I am gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a torch. It probably won't do much. Okay, now I'm gonna take you down off the tripod and give you a close-up look. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll have a couple more videos coming with the coconut milk hair serum, doing a couple more techniques, because I can tell I'm gonna like this as a alternative to silicone sometimes. But silicone still works great as well, but I'm gonna do some experimenting with this now as well. All right, thank you, and you have a great weekend.